Make sure I don't flash the camera. That'd be good. Do you want to do an intro or something? I mean, it's your video, it's your channel. You probably should do an intro actually.
And on this video, I'm going to be asking Matilda some questions, and then...
You got it wrong.
What?
I'm asking
You're
you
asking...
No, don't delete it, it's good. It's good, you leave it as an outtake, it's brilliant.
Hi folks, Emma here, and I am joined by Matilda.
Hello.
For a slight change of content, I thought that we'd do a bit of a Q&A. So in this video, Matilda is going to ask me some questions, and you're going to hear the answers.
Okay, so I thought I'd start off with some, you know, basic cross-dressing / gender fluid / transgender kind of questions.
Cool.
And then at the end I was just going to ask you some, you know, just fun stuff, really.
Yeah.
So if you're alright with that?
Yeah, let's go for it, let's go for it.
Okay, so question number 1 is, when did you first discover your interest in cross-dressing and then your gender fluidity?
Okay, two-part question. I first started cross-dressing in 2005.
Yes.
Up until about 2009, and for cross-dressers out there, I purged, got rid of everything in 2009, and then I suppressed it for a very long time. I came out again as a cross-dresser last year, so July 2024, but it was much more than cross-dressing, because I was already chatting to other people in the community, and I was starting to feel a lot of internal issues or internal, what I later found out to be dysphoria. I wasn't happy with my male side, and when I eventually spoke to a few people how I felt and described it, and it took months of talking to people, they said that it could very strongly be gender dysphoria. So I started dressing again, and I identify as gender fluid, because it's at a point now that dressing up just makes me feel so good. The euphoria I get from it, and it just feels natural, so why not?
Yeah. What were the immediate challenges you faced when expressing your gender identity?
At the time of recording, it's been 8 months roughly. Learning to do makeup again, because I had a very long stretch of time and I didn't really do a lot of makeup the first time round.
Yes.
So learning makeup has been the biggest challenge.
It's not like riding a bike, is
no.
it? You give up for like even a week and then come back to it.
What I've learned is practice, practice, practice. And now that I'm going out clubbing, which we will be later, that's why we're recording this video.
We're going to get drunk.
We're going to get very drunk. With more practice, makeup does get easier, and going out clubbing forces you to do makeup a lot more often. Going out in the public does. Doing YouTube content does as well. Telling loved ones.
Oh yes, absolutely. Agree with that.
Telling some of my close friends. Once I told the really close friends and loved ones, it got easier.
Yeah.
Because then once I got the response from them, which was really supportive, and then I started telling other friends who I wasn't initially sure how they react, but their response was positive. Telling other people just got easier and easier, because...
So the next question kind of follows into that actually. It's how do you navigate societal expectations and stereotypes related to gender for yourself personally? Like, have you ever come across a misconception, and then how have you reasoned with that? In
real life, meeting people, no. There's not been any real misconceptions. Most people don't bat an eyelid. They see woman, they treat me as woman. I mean, obviously if I speak to them, then the voice gives it away. And they're like, oh, yeah.
We can't escape that one.
Yeah, we can't escape that one. Not without a lot of voice training. But then the reaction is always good.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're so brave for doing it. Or, oh, that must take a lot of courage, or whatever have you. So, yeah, that reaction is always good.
Yeah, and that often outweighs any sort of negative myths that people might sort of...
Yeah, I don't think anybody's had any, come up with any old myths or sayings or rumours or whatever that's usually floating around online. That just doesn't come out in real life. People are accepting, or they just don't care or notice.
Okay, so question number... I don't even know
something.
You know what? I'm going to start that run up again.
Take 2.
Yeah. How do you choose your outfits and style when presenting as different genders? Like, is there a method to like how you dress masculine versus feminine?
The method for masculine is jeans and a t-shirt.
Just chuck it on.
Yeah, just chuck it on. Yeah, and in summer, shorts and t-shirt. Because
Yeah.
I don't like to get too hot. Yeah. When feminine, it just depends on what I'm doing. Going out for a night out like tonight, then yeah, I've just chosen a nice little lipsy dress. I do regularly go to a quiz night locally on a Wednesday night, and pretty much everybody else are guys. Certainly it's an all-guy team apart from me, and I just go casual, skinny jeans and a blouse, or I wore a knit dress last week.
You like to match what you're wearing with
Yes,
what you're
so
doing
you're
to be appropriate.
yeah, you've got to dress for the occasion. So I know that a lot of cross-dressers or gender fluid people, when they first come out and start experimenting with clothing, will go hyper feminine. So they'll go for tight dress or whatever have you.
Yeah.
And that's great going for a night out. But that's kind of weird, I think, because when somebody starts cross-dressing for the first time, they're doing it at home, they're not going for that night out.
Yeah.
So the hyper feminine thing, I get it, because doing a dress like this, and this dress gives me a lot of gender euphoria. I love it. And
It is a very nice dress.
Thank you. And it would give anybody who wore it, who was just starting cross-dressing, the same euphoria.
Yes, absolutely.
You
I
get that
agree.
rush. But you couldn't wear it. I couldn't wear it going down the pub. It's just not that.
Yeah, yeah, it's not that kind of thing, and it would probably attract more, unwanted attention because
Yeah, it would get more attention and make me stand out more. I mean, this is to make me stand out tonight and look great.
Yeah, because you're among other people who are trying to
Exactly.
stand out. The
In the
next
club.
question is a little bit of an easy one. It's a little bit of a cop out from me. I'm not gonna lie.
Go on then.
So, how easy was it to find friends or communities that you could connect with? Like to start with, how easy was that for you?
Okay, so this time round, from when I started cross-dressing in July 2024 onwards, it was quite easy. I was already the member of a friend's Discord server that helps trans and gender fluid and cross-dressers. I was already following certain content creators on YouTube and all the other social media. So I was already, I wouldn't say I was part of the community, but I was already heavily invested mentally in the community before actually coming out. But if we throw it back to when I first started back in 2005, which is probably more applicable to somebody who's
Just starting out,
who's
yes.
coming into it cold turkey, never done it before,
Yeah.
then it was very difficult. Yeah, trying to sort of work on styling of clothes and things like that, that was difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then obviously, like when you meet people, you want to like have a similar vibe and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
and obviously, like you all want you don't want one of you like dressed up like a dog's dinner, and then one of you
No.
dressed up like they were just
No.
going to play pool.
No, I mean, nowadays going out, I mean, we all communicate with each other and we get a similar vibe.
Yeah.
We can kind of tell what we're going to be wearing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was a big thing for me back then, because between 2005 2009, I only went on 2 nights out.
Yeah.
And
You've exceeded that tenfold in just the last 2 months, probably.
I think I've been speedrunning it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I did go out to a couple of clubs the first time round, but I think Dog's Dinner probably would be a good description. It wasn't good.
So, do you have any fashion icons or role models who inspire your style? Like anyone famous in like maybe not even like a fashion runway model, like maybe like a singer in a band, or just someone who's famous that you might take some inspiration from?
Not particularly. I mean, if you ever look at like all the award ceremonies for music or TV, you can see all the great dresses that they're wearing.
Yes.
But they're glamour models, or they earn far lot more than I do. They can afford these dresses, or they're given or sponsored by the company.
By the company
Yeah.
who makes the dress. Yeah.
One advantage I do have is that my alter ego, my male side, is a DJ doing weddings.
Yes.
So I'm seeing lots of women dancing away on the dance floor, all in great dresses at a wedding, there to have a great time. So I am watching the dance floor to know how I'm DJing, but I'm looking at what the women are wearing,
Yeah.
and that's giving me an idea of like
Yeah,
that
so
goes with that. That
Yeah.
you know, pair those heels with that dress, or that style of makeup looks good with that dress. And I'm looking at colours and contrast and shapes.
Yes. So your overall inspiration actually comes from
Real
women,
life, that's
ladies
like-
as a whole. Like,
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
say? Yeah. Okay. That's actually quite a wholesome answer, and yeah, I like that. That's.
But I don't.
What message would you like to share with someone? Oh shit, that's wrong. What message would you like to share with the world to promote understanding and acceptance of cross-dressers and gender-fluid individuals?
Ooh, that is a good one. I'm not a religious person, but I do live my life by the idea of treat others as you wish to be treated. So yeah, just. Well, I mean, it's gonna get cut out. Don't be a dick.
You can leave that in.
But yeah, treat others as you wish to be treated. So just a bit of respect. I mean, we're just there to have a great time, same as you are, wherever we are, whether in a pub, bar, a club, whatever, or if we're just out going shopping, you know.
Be nice,
Just be nice.
because look at us.
Yeah.
Right, I think that signals the time for us to go into the off-topic sort of sillier questions, I guess.
Okay, let's go for it.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it in your daily life?
It would have to be something that would really benefit me to be useful
Yeah,
or fun.
yeah.
I think being able to instantly teleport to somewhere would be really good.
Teleportation.
Yeah.
That's a good one, to be fair. I mean, that would probably be top of my list as well. It's a nice.
I mean, it would save us a lot of driving to all the events that we go to. Certainly in my daily life, driving to events and things like that, you know, traffic. Yeah, I think just being able to instantly go like that and you're where you want to be.
Working from home would no longer be like a thing, because people would just go, yep,
Yeah, but
teleport to the office.
yeah, but then if you teleported to the office, then you can't procrastinate at home.
Oh, yeah, that is true. No like little midday sneaky smoke breaks or going for an extra pizza
Or,
at lunchtime.
or watching a YouTube video when you should be doing work.
Yeah. Oh, but this is work, this is digital media. Oh, what is the strangest talent or skill you possess that most people don't know about? Please keep it clean.
Oh. Oh, okay. Clean.
Keep it safe for work.
I think my talent really is being able to read body language quite well.
Yeah.
And with the DJing side of things, I'm able to read what's happening on the dance floor. I mean, any good DJ should be able to, but I've got a particularly good talent of being able to read what people want to dance to and then sort of preemptively predicting what to play next for that. But I can read body language quite well as well, so I'll watch people a lot. And
You're a people watcher.
I am. Not in a creepy way.
No,
though.
of course not.
No,
I mean,
but I do. I'm looking for subtle body language a lot of the time, and everything from eye movements, arm movements, nervous twitches, pacing about, just the way they behave. You can read a lot about a person by their body language, and that's useful because you can adapt how
Yeah.
you approach that person or what you're doing for that person to make it a better experience for them.
So if you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that be?
That would have to be lasagna.
Really?
I love lasagna.
It is nice.
There's only one person on this planet that loves lasagna more than me, and it's Garfield.
And he's fictional.
And he's fictional.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
Sorry kids, I just ruined it,
Yeah,
Garfield. You've seen it in Garfield when John sometimes carries him, because he's CGI in like 2007, Garfield's just floating above his arm, like some of the shots. If you'd have said like chips and gravy, I'd have gone like, okay, like that's decent, but like, why?
Yeah.
What is your favourite guilty pleasure, either movie, music artist or TV show that you just can't help but love?
Okay, it's music for me. I mean, music is a
Yeah.
huge passion for me. If I wasn't into music, I wouldn't be a DJ as my normal job. So
Your
my
guilt-
guilty pleasure
yeah.
is house music. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, I would almost say that's too cool to be like a...
A guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I'd say like, I don't know.
And I do like trance and hard house.
Yeah.
I do like drum and bass as well. So I do like a lot of music. But yeah, house and trance music. That is my guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you have any phobias or irrational fears that you find amusing or surprising? or that other people would find amusing or surprising?
So, I don't particularly like snakes.
Yeah, that's quite a common one. Yeah.
And the common sort of thing around it is, oh yeah, they're all wet and slimy, but they're not. They're dry and scaly.
Yeah.
But-
Is it that part? Is it like the texture of a snake, or is
No,
it?
it's just kind of, for me, it's just kind of the creepy way they just sort of make their way. I don't know. There is something about it.
It's quite sinister, isn't it? The slither.
Yeah.
It is quite sinister.
I mean, I'm at the point now I can go to the zoo and I can look at snakes,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't pick one up and hold it, and I certainly wouldn't put one around my neck. Not a real snake, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not.
I did come across an interesting phobia earlier in the week when I was
Yeah.
at the pub quiz, and I chipped a nail. So I got out an emery board, nail file, and started doing my nail. And my friend at the table went, "Ugh!" I was like, "Why? What's wrong?" He said, "Oh." And then my other friend told me, "Oh, yeah, he's got the phobia of emery boards and nail files." And it's a bit akin to scratching your nails down the back.
Oh yeah,
the
look,
sound.
it's a sensory. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. You
No,
know, the nail
I've
file.
never heard of that, but like I mean, I can see how, because like there's certain things that set me off like that. You know, when like you see someone bite into cotton or something, that just sends me off.
Ooh.
Like, I just go, oh no. Like,
Biting into cotton.
Yeah, it's grim. Like, have you ever seen someone like a kid at school like chew on like their collar or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Habit? I was, no, like get me away. If you were to write a book, what genre would you choose, and what would the title be?
Ooh, good question. So I think it would be science fiction, because I do like science, and obviously it would be fiction because it would be something that I'd be writing. So it would take factual stuff because I love space, and I do have quite a penchant for things like Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
I do like some Doctor Who as well.
Doctor Who's amazing. I absolutely love the classic Doctor Who, because even though it looks like the Cybermen are held together with sellotape, it's still like really otherworldly and really fun. And it basically it's taking that technology that we sort of already have in a very basic form and then pressing it further into the realm of sci-fi.
Yeah, with Red Dwarf, I love it because they take the storylines are obviously fictional, but they take an idea or something that they know of physics and they push it to the very limit of what is understood. So it's sort of fictional, but right to the limit of what is known. So I like that. I think so. So a book I would write would be based on something like that. There would probably be some influence of Doctor Who and Red Dwarf in a book that I would write. Interesting fact of Red Dwarf: in one of the episodes, actually on the ship, there is a small blue TARDIS.
That's awesome. I need to watch it now because
You definitely
I haven't actually seen Red Dwarf yet, and it really does sound like my kind of thing, because I love sci-fi as well. So
you know that your DMs are going to be full of Red Dwarf stuff.
just memes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
Red Dwarf
Red Dwarf
memes.
memes. Yeah.
So what is it?
I don't know what the title of the book would be, but it would definitely be in the realms of space and like the time-space continuum and physics and
Emma's dilemma.
Emma's dilemma.
The time-space continuum.
That copyright, no, trademark. No, you're not having it. It's mine. It's all mine.
Get that down at the office tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have down, and I feel like you've done a really good job with those. So well done.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Cool. Yeah, some of them got me caught off guard a bit, but yeah, really interesting questions.
Yeah, some of them I was maybe a little bit mean by doing some double barrel questions.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry
So
about that.
requiring two answers to the same question.
Yeah.
So cool, yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, hit the subscribe button down below. I will be asking Matilda some questions, and that video of that will be on her channel. So click the cards on that side or that side. It's one of the sides, it's up there
Or
somewhere.
down there in the
And
description.
down in the
All my
description.
people down in the description.
Down in the description. And yeah, watch that video as well. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
See ya.